Hello people, I'm here. How are we doing? I'm shattered. So me and Kay went out for dinner. I went into a food coma and I think I slept for like nearly 4 hours. And Kate only woke me up about 20 from 30 minutes before stream. So I'm a little bit behind. Oh, for God's sake, Chris found the Petra. Good damn Petra. Good, alright, good. Stacey, I'm glad I know you've not been going through the best time recently, so I'm glad you're doing okay at least. Oh my god. Hold on, got to put some lippy on because my mouth is dry as feck. Okay, there you go. Right, that's a bit better. So, the plan for today is we're going to just continue with Honkai Star Rail. Now, for those of you who are not here, or were not here on the last one, shit got real quite quick. And, I have no idea what Anax is planning. I don't understand why Anax is doing what he's doing. I'm sure he'll reveal it all to us, like, you know, shortly. My parting is in the wrong place, which explains why my hair doesn't look right today. So we just quickly fix that. But, yeah, I'm not too sure where we're going. Obviously, we've already had, Mighty going off basically to his death. I'm sure it's not going to be the first and the last one. Obviously we lost Treeby as well, or like which one was it Trian we lost. So I'm a bit scared because I feel like we're going to get a bit more trauma today, but you know what, let's just roll with it. So I'm just going to load the game and then I'll be right with you. Please stand by. The problem is, it's starting to get to the point now, it's starting to get warm again, so I'm starting to have the overheating problem in my room. But if I put my air cooler on, it fucks up my mic. So, this is gonna be a genuine problem. I don't know how I'm gonna tackle that, because I've tried putting like a filter on my mic, and then if I do like any screams or any sort of loud sound, the mic just cuts me off. So I don't know how we're gonna tackle that problem. Maybe I just need to play around with my microphone settings, but okay. Actually, before I show you that screen, I would just check I'm actually safe to do so. Because I can't remember if it shows you your email address or not, and I don't want anyone trying to dox me with it. Oh, I bet now I've said that it's gonna have a huge ass update, isn't it? Okay, is it not gonna let me log in? It does slightly. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I couldn't remember how much of the email address it revealed. Because didn't they have an issue with Genshin at one point? Where it was like revealing your whole goddamn phone number? If I remember correctly. Just trying to reauthorize my login. Just bear with me. Okay, that should have hopefully works. Just make sure everything's all good. Oh, yeah, of course. Of course. It's downloading resources. Excellent. I swear I loaded up the game like 2 days ago, so I don't know why it's got an update. Hopefully it should go through pretty quick. Oh, dear. Isn't it scary to think I'm already started working on videos for April, like almost a week before April hits? That has to be a new record for me. Okay, just get straight into it. I can't actually remember what I was last doing on the account. I want to say I was using up some stamina, but I could be wrong. Because the problem is, when you run multiple gachas, it gets very difficult trying to keep up with all of them. So I kind of just log into certain ones as and when I want to, and if I know a character is coming up that I want to go for, then I'll just make an effort to make sure I do it more. Oh god, we're with Don Han. Okay, we're starting off with husband. I don't remember, The most straightforward way to maintain a databank is to visit the local databank. Don Hong knows this well. The game is a bit loud? Okay, thank you for letting me know. I will turn it down. Okay, let me know. Hopefully that shouldn't be too loud. Oh, fuck's sake. Computer, please. Do not play ball with me right now. You can respond. You know what you're doing. Don't know why the game has suddenly gotten loud. I haven't changed the sound settings. Sorry, guys. If it is still too loud, though, just let me know. Promise, this game always runs slow on this computer because I've had to install it on my hard drive, not my SSD. Because when I first started this game, it was installed on my SSD. Oh, of course, we were here. Right. I've triggered the welcome back event. Well, that's an excellent start. We'll come back to that in a minute. Right. I'm probably got that with most of my games at the moment, to be honest. Right, okay. Yanis, a speed blessing. There you go. So we're going down this way now. Right. I'm a bit worried. Is that creatures from the Black Tide there? Black monsters are twisted in form and their life has turned to ash together with their souls. It's impossible to figure out their form when they were still alive.
These are the remains of a Black Tide monster. It does look different from the Titankin from up close. What's that underneath it? A scroll.
A recorded debate between Veer Nationalist and Norse sports scholars. Most of it is illegible, leaving only fragments of dialogue. We all recall that state that dare touch the sky. But what were they really? Just blind masses manipulated by the ambitious politicians who dared to challenge the Titan's authority. A completely meaningless attempt, an absolute mistake. You Vernationalists have bowed to the Titans for so long you've forgotten the scholar's true purpose. Making a mistake does not mean the act was meaningless. Even though students new to the Grove understand this from basic logic reasons. An entire city-state reduced to ashes proved the sky ship's construction was a mistake. To me, that's precisely the meaning they achieved through sacrifice. Am I hearing this right? Such a statement. Are you converting to venerationalism? No, I'm simply examining the matter from another perspective.
As I expected, the Grove doesn't forbid discussions about the sky. It's a debate between two scholars about the sky ships. Galaya also made mention of the ships when she interrogated us. A memory I'd rather forget. I'll hold on to this for now. With any luck, this journey won't leave us empty-handed.
I'm gonna send you what I finished art-wise. Do it. Danhong, why you hiding? I'm confused. Why you hiding? Is there someone up here, maybe? Continue forward and join up with Hyacinth. Oh God.
That's Hyacinth. Why is she surrounded by so many monsters? As much faith as I have in her, it's probably a good idea to help her out there.
Really now? This is way more trouble than I could have asked for.
Need a hand?
Or you could sit back and watch.
I mean...
I can't tell if you're serious or not. But being hard to read isn't without its perks, I suppose.
I'm kidding, Danny. Lend me a hand, pretty please. All right, now let's get him.
Hyacinth is adorable. Hey, buddy. Look, he's just made his presence known. What's the matter? Hi. Oh, my game is running so slow. Why?
Receive divinity.
Still pissed off I couldn't get Link Show when she was rerun.
I'm so everything. First to ashes!
Probably need to work on my Firefly a little bit to be fair, because I'm pretty sure she just like get buffed or something. But she's doing the job for the time being, so we'll ignore it. Hold on, 1 second.
So beautiful.
There you go.
Let
Do you
us
have any
dance
tabs open
once
that can be
more.
closed? I'm pretty sure I don't have any tabs open. But I can
This
check.
place is practically in ruins. What happened?
Ugh.
There shouldn't be this many monsters here.
The Black Tide is remarkably quick to detect the light of Amphorius. So or rather, the blessings of the Sky Beast in me, might have unknowingly called them to me. Anyway, never mind that for now. Here, you might want to have a look at this. I found it around here and thought it might be of interest to you.
Oh, the Scholars Debate Part 2. Well then, enlighten me. What exactly do you mean by examining from another perspective? Simple, you see. When we stand normally, the sky is above. When we stand on our heads, it's below our feet. Huh, I don't even want to know what kind of situation inspired you to make such exalted theories. By the way, I have a student who loves to write sacrilegial comedies and once wrote about a fool who cannot figure out a question no matter what. As I said, there's no reasoning with you, wish they'd stop using big words in HSR. I can't read. Virna rationalists. You're like droma masses, huge yet always gazing downward at the earth, while I want you to be the wasp stings the dromas. Well, if that state tyrant's defeat simply proved that, along all paths to Aquila, the Sky Titan, the sky ship was the wrong one? Anaxagoras, you implicitous blasphemer, mark my words, you will eventually answer for your sacrilege. I doubt your students, or that young teaching assistant girl, have any idea what secret research you're truly conducting. Huh.
Anaxagoras. He's the scholar who fused himself with the core flame of reason.
Yeah.
This is new. I didn't know Professor Anaxa was researching the sky. He's never mentioned anything about it.
Is that why he's the way he is? Because he knows there's something beyond the sky?
Finance said Anaxa might be opposed to the flame chase journey.
Might is an understatement. Anaxa has never been one to venerate the gods, nor has he ever found it within himself to put any faith in the prophecy. People have come to think of him as a heretic, even in a place as liberal as the Grove. Yet, it is also this very blasphemer that Circe's favors. Fate sure works in mysterious ways.
I'm really not worried about
I picked up a scroll on my
Anaxa.
way here too. It looks like it may be related to the one you're holding.
Oh, let me have a look.
Hyacinth combines both records together.
By the looks of them, these scrolls are records of two conversations that took place in the same setting, one after the other.
There's still much I don't know about the Grove. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, so who... Right, finally, we can get some questions. So who are the rationalists?
The Grove of Epiphany is home to 7 schools of thought. While all 7 schools are founded on the ideologies of Thalesis, the first scholar, each is unique in its own way. Among them, the Venerationists revere and worship the Titans the most. As the sage of the Venerationists, Euthyphro has always been at loggerheads with Anaxa. If we were to place the 7 sages on the scales of Talanton, Anaxa and Euthyphro would be placed on opposite sides to achieve balance.
Right, okay.
A very illustrative explanation. Thank you.
Okay, question 2. Was it a mistake to build the skyships?
Nearly everyone in Amphorius has heard the story of the skyships by now. Aquila's stature is loftier than the heavens, and their divine retribution is merciless. That's why it's no use building giant skyfaring ships. Oh, but I do wonder if a supercharged mini treaty cannon could slip past their watch.
That was a joke. Right?
Right. What is an access field of study?
Forests primarily study the application of alchemy in soul repair. Everyone considers Anaxa a blasphemer, but that has never stopped him from sharing his ideas, no matter how taboo. If you must say that he's hiding something, then it's likely what lies beneath his eye patch.
What's beneath his eye patch?
Anaxa often says that every failure brings us one step closer to the truth. Perhaps, to him, the crash of the sky ship carries a different interpretation. The firmament is not impenetrable. On the contrary, it was precisely because the sky ship represented the first step toward breaking free from the shackles of the Earth that it provoked the wrath of the Sky Titan and brought divine punishment upon itself. It's a shame that the majority of the Grove's research on Aquila was headed by the Venerationists, with sacrificial rituals making up a predominant part of their findings.
A lot of information to process.
Discourse about more esoteric subject matters in relation to Aquila dwindled even further after the sky ship incident. So much so that even this scroll is completely new to me.
Don't worry about it. We'll just collect everything we can find on the Titans for now. There's something else that's caught my attention, though. This says that Anaxa is conducting secret experiments of some sort.
That's what I'd like to know. What are these experiments he's involved in?
Can't be anything good
Even
if it's an
I, the
actor,
assistant
right?
lecturer, know next to nothing about them. I have a bad feeling about this. Could there be more to what happened at the Grove?
Imagine plot twist, and AXA did like a secret experiment which unleashed the Black Tide and got everyone killed. I'd hope that's not the case, but why am I getting this, by the way? Oh my god, that is actually amazing. That's me. Okay, sorry, I saw this. Oh, it's this stuff. Okay, I didn't realize that. My bad. Okay. Let's get moving. Oh my god, my game is really lagging, isn't it?
This is the Library of Philia, a place where the Grove stores its collection of tomes.
I don't like the heartbeat.
Other than books written by the 7 schools, you can also find philosophical texts, ballads, and religious writings from the Outlands here. Cities that desire to learn from the Grove were apparently expected to contribute knowledge of equal value to what they saw. We've had more than our fair share of hilarious episodes over the years. For instance, it's said that the Erythrocheramists once borrowed a manuscript from a certain author, but ended up returning a copy instead of the original. What's more, the original manuscript was supposedly then hidden here.
That doesn't seem like a nice thing to do.
No.
Nice? No need to hold yourself back, Danny. You can just tell it like it is. Their behavior was no different from bandits.
Well, if you don't mind, did the Grove ever rob Castrum Kremnos?
Whew. You've got me there. Some said you couldn't even find a dictionary in Castrum Kremnos, so I guess they were spared. There are too many books in the Library of Philia. Flipping through them all will take too long. Why don't we use the biblioslate to search for the texts we need? We can bring them back to Akuma for reading after that.
Okay.
Agreed. This place isn't safe. We should leave as soon as we're done. There's still several more scrolls strewn all over the place. I'll gather them while you pull up those texts. This way, nothing will be overlooked.
The Don Han is definitely husband. Right. I'm just gonna quickly double check and see if there's anything that's making my game lag, so 1 second. I'm gonna just tab out and go and be right back. 2 seconds. I have a funny feeling I know what's causing it. Bear with. I think that I fixed it. I think it could have been a background thing that was going on that was causing the problem. So, without further ado, let's carry on. So, we need to go down to this, oh wait, got scrolls here. A book covered in annotations from many scholars. Its title is The Art of Sophistry, 40 Ways to Improve Your Debating Skills. You skim through it, and the highlighted methods include virtual causation, false premises, contradiction conversation, conflicting verification and reality, misinterpreted punctuation, misattribution, and generalizing specificity, among others. These are all big words. Amidst it are scholars' exclamations. A true eye-opener. The art of language knows no bounds. If I can't master sophistry, I can at least learn how to defend myself against them as an honest man, and so on.
The last resort is, when all else fails, employ brute force. Well, this isn't going to be of any help, that's for sure.
I don't like the sound of that, I'm not gonna lie. There are so many scrolls all over the floor here. I'm gonna just check. I'm just gonna have a look at these other ones a second. A record of the many research topics a Casperus scholar had applied for, and the replies from the school's sage about these topics. Topic 1. A discovery that many mythical creatures renowned for their longevity. Have you met Cypher yet? No. A discovery that many mythical creatures renowned for their longevity actually reside in areas with poorly managed birth and death records for such creatures. Permission to research. Reply, lacks research significance, not approved. Topic 2. An observation of real plants within the grove, imitating the growth patterns of nearby white dryads. Permission to research. Reply, falls under the domain of the Lophagus School, not approved. Topic 3. Investigating the feasibility of placing flying birds into rocket tubes to guide the direction of the rocket's flight. Permission to research. Reply, too fanciful, not approved. The subsequent topics grew increasingly eclectic, yet the outcome of the replies remained unchanged.
Impressive tenacity. Hopefully it helped him survive the black tide.
There are complaint letters from the scholars about Anaxagoras, the blasphemer. There's a thick stack of letters. Based on the dust accumulated and the perfectly intact seals, the complainee didn't even bother opening them and just chucked them aside into a corner.
This is about Anaxa. I should read this. Hyacinth, you should come have a look too.
Ugh, it's so dusty in here. Whoa. Are these all complaints about him? I can already see what they must have written. Anaxa has no respect for the gods.
Hi, Ray Ray.
His very existence undermines order in our society. They're probably all things like that.
Does Anaxa hold that much influence?
Why else would they call him the Great Performer? When Anaxa established his school of thought, the first thing he apparently did was read his own work to everyone. Are the Titans truly an accurate reflection of what humans think gods should be? Worlds created by gods are indubitably perfect, but what of Emporius? Only foolishness and insensitivity everywhere you turn.
An uncanny impersonation. What happened after?
They marched him straight to the seat of judgment before he could finish.
Oh my god.
Though what he took on in the end was more of a debate than an actual trial. He had to address every one of the scholar's allegations, or face expulsion from the grove. The first allegation was... Do you agree that since the Titans created the heavens and earth, so the mountains, rivers, and seas must likewise be their creations?
Am I supposed to put myself in Anaxa's shoes and answer that?
Yes.
As told in the myths, the seas, the skies, and the earth are all, beyond the shadow of a doubt, creations of the Titans.
Anaxa would have probably been spared a lot of trouble if he had answered this way. Instead, he He quoted past instances of the Flame Chase journey and posited that humans had the potential to take over the divinity of Titans.
Right.
Needless to say, his critics didn't take kindly to his answer, so they followed up with a second allegation. You claim to be studying souls, yet you are, in fact, defiling them and committing acts condemned by the gods. Do you admit it?
That's a serious allegation. Did he really do that?
Anaxa always wears an eye patch, never
Huh.
removing it, even when alone. Some say he used one of his eyes as an alchemical ingredient. Every being in the world owes their safekeeping to Kifli, and this is even more so for the Chrysos heirs who have divine blood coursing through them. If he has really done something of that nature, then it'd indeed be sacrilegious. Thankfully, they had no way to prove it, so it amounted to nothing more than an allegation in the end.
AKA Anax is crazy.
Anaxa engaged in wars of words against those who would challenge him. Toward the end, a scholar asked him, Anaxagoras, have you any respect for the gods? It was only after a brief silence that he answered, I have never denied that Titans are meant to be noble constructs.
Oh, but he didn't say that the Titans are not noble. Rings louder in this case.
Yeah, Anaxa is very crazy.
I'm
God.
not sure how that controversy was eventually resolved, but what's for certain at least is that Anaxa was allowed to stay in the grove where he continued his research, despite being regarded as a heretic.
Lovely.
By the way, this stack of complaint letters has reminded me of a place in the grove. We may find clues there that aren't on the teleslate.
What's that?
I'm talking about Anaxa's alchemy lab, hidden between the cornerstones.
Given
Oh.
the Grove's meticulous approach to archiving, could there really be such an oversight right under their noses?
I bet you know he's done something to like
It's
make
a
it impossible.
well-kept secret. Among the 7 sages, excluding the nominal chief sage, each has a private sanctuary where they can conduct research undisturbed in their free time. Even the administrators of the Library of Philia are restricted from accessing those places and documenting the sage's research. But with the grove in this state, I'm sure Anaxa won't be mad even if we sneak into the lab for a short while. Right?
Oh my god.
These trees, they're like a maze.
Right, search for Anaxa's lab between the cornerstones. Right, let's speak to the garment maker. Wait, hold on, what was that? I think I haven't got that many. Right, okay, so gotta go on this side. I'm getting the vibe that Anaxa's crazy, and I seem to have a type because I'm always going for the crazy ones. I still don't have an Anaxa. I wait for his rerun again. Sad times. Oh, the worst. Okay, you gonna let me move, or it's not letting me go up? What do you mean? Am I missing something? Oh. I guess I am missing something then. It's not letting me. Cool the water wheel. Okay, there you go. Ah! Oh well. Oh, Ray, you're recovered. Oh, that's great. That's great to hear. I was actually worried about you, to be fair, but we're all good. I'm not gonna lie, you guys may hit the double upload like in the next 2 or 3 streams before the end of April. I don't know whether I should be proud or scared. Alright, let's go this way. Hi, Corey!
This is the place, but where is everything?
Oh my god.
Materials for alchemical experiments, matrix diagrams, and even the seal to the lab. They're all gone. Did the black tide destroy it all?
Would an axe have left it all out though?
No wonder we didn't see any defense mechanisms along the way. Have you ever been here before?
No, not even close. Not only are alchemy experiments high-risk activities, but Professor Anaxa also has a penchant for using bizarre materials. Students often saw him walk in looking bright as rain, but come out covered in soot with his hair singed. Naturally, no one dared to come near this place. Huh? That bookshelf over there seems to be the only thing still intact.
Okay, let's see. Sorry, but I just feel urges to cut things. Investigate. These are materials requested by Anaxagoras. Documents from various fields have been compiled in one place using including Titan creations, the Universally of the Soul, alchemy doctrine, and so on. Most of the materials look to be within the research domain of the Neurosportist School of Thought. However, a document titled A Study on the Chrysocer's Background is mixed with them. Oh god, we got reading. Okay. I'm just texting Kate to say I want chocolate. These appear to be quick notes examining the background of the Chrysoceres. The Holy Maiden of Yanisophilis, Tribe, Trian, and Trinan, descendants of the Holy Maiden from the Temple of the Free Fates. Goldweaver Aglaia of Akama, from the Winstidia priestly family. The Prince of Castrum Cremonos, Hyacinth of the Twilight Courtyard. All their ancestry have varying degrees of connection to the Divine Titans or their divine authorities. Does golden blood come from the heritage of priest families or royal bloodlines? Anaxagoras, I, myself, show no such connection. Carefully, the creator. What criteria did they use to create the golden blood, to shape the Chrysoceres? Yet Castrus, the servant of death from Adionia, her lineage is neither Titan priest nor demigod, but she has walked the earth for at least a millennium with the power to grant death to humans. Where did this power come from? Another text speaks of the dragon legends of Strixia. I can't fucking English. Alchemical extraction of soul ripped from dragon corpses is intriguing. Dragons appear to be the Titans' creations. Perhaps there's a way to reverse the process using alchemy to refuse human souls with Titan creations, increasing the purity and divinity of golden blood toward the absolute. This theory must be tested, experiments to be arranged.
What's going on? Anaxa is conducting research on our friends in Alchema and... me?
Oh my god.
This journal contains several intriguing points.
Creations of Titans.
From the Abyss of Fate to Castrum Crumnos, I've seen many a Titan creation during my time in Amphorius. Life forms created by Circes can also be found in the Grove. But fusing them with human souls through alchemical means? I can't even begin to imagine.
Chrysoceres.
Anaxa seems to hold special interest in the divinity coursing through the Chrysoceres veins, and has even conducted a thorough investigation into the heroes' backgrounds.
It wouldn't have been so strange if he had focused only on Cassie, given her own curiosity about her origins. Plus, considering that the new sporists have crafted omnipotent medicines capable of curing diseases, it also makes sense that he would conduct research on immortal Chrysos heirs.
Yeah.
But now, it seems Anaxa's objective was never to create medicine, but to identify the origin of the golden blood and figure out its inner workings.
Anaxa's research.
Through alchemy, Anaxa aims to refine the golden blood in the Chrysos heirs to a degree of purity equal to divinity. This must be what he means by close to true purity. But treating both Titan creations and the human body as materials to be used in alchemy experiments? That's
He is
rather
crazy.
extreme.
Why do I have a thing for the crazy ones, peeps?
Danny, look at this.
Uh,
I have a bad feeling about this.
A hastily written journal. Oh god, okay. These documents appear incomplete. Judging from what's left behind, the important alchemical formulae has been taken away. Only the author's reasoning remains. Oh god, here we go. The previous approach has flaws. Fusing human souls with Titan creations does not purify golden blood. Even pure Titan creations are contaminants to Crisis Era's golden blood. Soul fusion between humans and creations merely repairs impurities of the soul or maintains a connection to dying souls. While creation myths tell us that Crisis Eras and other creations were all made by Titans, their true nature differs fundamentally. The Titans' creations are no intermediate products of an alchemical process, and the Crisis Eras are closer to the Titans than the creations. In other words, I should not have considered Titan creations equal to Crisis Eras. The hypothesis I should focus on is one pointed towards the Titans themselves. Such rare chances to study Titans demand a meticulous selection of research subjects. Living Titans prove impossible to sustain, and dead Titans offer no insights worth pursuing. But dying Titans, they are the perfect research subjects. Only by understanding the fundamentals of creation can we ensure perfection at the moment of everything's birth. Through my own hands, I will melt a Titan and reach the essence of the soul. Is he referring to Cersei's?
My biggest fear. It's come true. After going through his notes, I think I can piece it all together now. Anaxa was carrying out experiments on soul transmutation.
This is Full Metal Alchemist all over again.
Reconstruct human souls alchemically?
Yes, this is what he was secretly conducting research on. Something he had to keep hidden from others. Compared to his public speeches, this is the real blasphemy. Oh, I just thought of something.
What?
What's wrong?
Do you remember when the Black Tide was approaching? The Grove had planned to send Cersei's core flame to a safe place.
Mm-hmm.
But an accident happened along the way, and Anaxa lost his life in the process.
But Cersei took over his body and resurrected him, which led us to the situation we're in now.
That's right. But what if Professor Anaxa's fusion with the core flame of reason wasn't an accident?
He did it deliberately.
What do you mean?
Put yourself in his shoes. Knowing that the Black Tide was closing in and your time was running out, what would you have done?
I put my theories to the test, no matter the cost.
Exactly. When the Black Tide came, the true reason Anaxa headed to the Luminary Throne was to transmute and fuse himself with the Titan's core flame.
Did he succeed?
No. Judging from how he reacted after the event, the results came as a surprise. Maybe he failed to consider the possibility that Cersei's would make a similar decision. The manuscripts detailing all the alchemical formulae have been taken away. His research is still ongoing.
Could he have taken them for other purposes?
Boy!
Like, what? There's only one Titan left in the world now. No. No way.
What?
To conceive an entity of perfection, one must first understand the principles of creation. If Anaxa is in Akama now, then that means he's after Kepfili.
Oh shit. Oh hi baby.
Take a left side of that.
Ah, you brought me chocolate. Baby, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Very quickly. You know me quite well by now.
Yes.
Why do I always go for the crazy ones in the games?
Do you have the I can fix them mentality?
I don't know. I just said he's hot, and I've only just figured out what he's after, and I'm worried.
The world may never know. It could be a mystery. Step in yourself, step in yourself, step in yourself, step in yourself.
Come here. I want a kiss.
Ah.
Hey. Come here. Thank you. Look at him.
Yes.
He's being good. Thanks, love. Shit, he's after Kefale. That's not good. Oh, should we be scared? Probably. I'm actually worried. I'm actually really worried. I didn't think he was going to go after Kefale. Because Kefale keeps getting mentioned.
Sir, this sky above us, it's not real, is it?
Of course not. This is just an image from a projection device used for educational purposes. A simple trick.
That's really pretty. That's a really pretty image.
The day-night cycle has been lost to this world. So that students like you may still learn about the night sky, astronomers have harnessed the Titan's miraculous power to manipulate the light, projecting the nights of the past here for you. Much like how the sky above the Holy City is also illuminated by Kefale's dawn device.
So, the skies of Akama are fake too.
You mustn't conclude that, Inoxa. You should know that only a child would expose a trick and be proud of it. Often people know more than they let on. They simply choose to feign ignorance because they have no other choice.
Then they're just deluding themselves. People believe in Kefale's tale of Genesis, accepting wholesale whatever the priests preach. But we're different. We've already walked out of the firelit cave of ignorance. We have already realized that we live in a world where Titans make the rules. Even when we look at the sky, we're only seeing what they allow us to see. Rather than gazing at this mockery of a night sky fabricated by them for the rest of my life, why shouldn't I be the one to take control of the projection device instead?
So much time has passed since you sowed the seeds of doubt in my heart, child. Many a night, I find myself penning down all my theories and wild ideas, only to burn them to ashes when I open my eyes in the day.
Why? Because we'll face death by burning if word gets out?
As a sage of the Venerationists, my soul has already become inextricably linked to the great tree. Every word I say and every move I make is certain to influence every leaf, every branch, even the tree itself.
Interesting.
But above all else, my days are numbered. Instinctively, I have my doubts about the golden blood and the human soul, yet I have no means of verifying them. The golden blood in my veins is woefully thin, and I am loath to waste what little time I have left obsessing over a hypothesis that cannot even be proven in the first place.
So you had golden blood too?
I can, sir. I can do it for us. The time is right. Give me all that I need, and I shall accomplish this grand feat on your behalf.
You're right. I shall do just that. In the next meeting of the sages, I will spare no efforts fighting for the rights you deserve. Go. Establish your own school of thought. Find out what we are. become the one who conquers the ultimate truths of the world.
Child of humanity. You didn't go to such lengths for an audience with Kefali. Just ask him a few questions, did you?
So, you figured it out. If I were as foolish as a Dromus, perhaps I'd throw myself down and prostrate before their greatness, begging for the gods' prophetic wisdom. Well, sorry to disappoint, but I'm no Dromus. Alas, I am a human.
I have a bad feeling about
Standing
this.
tall on 2 feet, possessing both intellect and pride.
Before such power, does it make any difference whether you're a human or a Dromus?
I'm sure you're familiar with the story of the Styxians. When the raging waves threatened to swallow them, they didn't just give up and become sitting ducks. No. They constructed a dam that kept the roaring tide at bay, chaining down the mad Fagusa. They call me a blasphemer, Xerxes. But that doesn't mean I deny the existence of gods. It's just... as I see it, Titans are simply a force that mankind has yet to find a way to tame.
Why do always the hot ones are always crazy?
If power that rivals the Titans is what you crave, why not conform to the prophecy and brave the trial?
Why stop at harnessing the power of the Titans when I can do so much more? The source of life is what I wish to grasp, to understand what makes up the soul, and to learn what we really are. Thanks to you, I've had the chance to personally verify, in more ways than one, that the soul indeed ceases to exist in death. But where there is death, there is life. And where there is an end, there must also be a beginning. How then is a soul born? That was the only unknown variable left in my calculations.
And by the sound of it, you have already formed a conjecture.
No. I have already drawn a conclusion. In my journey unto death just now, I finally saw the answer with my own eyes.
Yeah, because Anaxa's dying.
Professor Anaxa. I'm here. Her life hangs by a thread. I must ask you to refrain from taking any unnecessary steps.
I did not realize Castros was going
Of
to turn up.
course. I'll bring this to a conclusive end and give you the answer you so desire. However, in accordance with the principle of equivalent exchange,
Hello?
I must also demand from you what I need.
Excuse me?
As you wish.
Don't you care to know what the price might be?
I'm concerned with what the price
It's a
is.
matter of uncovering the truth about the Death Titan and her survival. This may be the only time I can ever save someone's life. There is no need for me to think twice.
I see. In that case, let the show begin.
I'm scared.
Indulge me. Am I correct to say that you intend to prove Thanatos' whereabouts and prove the nature of our existence now?
Before I begin, I must confess I had been stuck in a cognitive trap all this time.
What do you mean?
As unrelated as these two propositions may seem at first glance, they are in fact logical equivalents. They are merely two different ways of telling us about what the soul is at its core.
What do you mean?
The reason I say this is as I've mentioned earlier. The answer was hidden in my journey unto death.
Sir, you were in the Netherrealm?
Yes, I am but a living dead man now. But that's not important. What truly matters is, I overheard a conversation between heroes. That's not all. Remember how I said you were a part of that conversation too, Circes?
And I've told you that I have no recollection of such an event. That was likely just an illusion conjured up by the mind of a dying man.
Of course you would remember. Because that wasn't you. That was Calypso. One of the 7 sages of the Grove.
Huh?
Calypso.
Huh? That's the name I made up on a whim when speaking to this girl. How do you know of it? And surely you jest. Don't you think I, of all people, would know if that were the name of one of the 7 sages under the shade of my tree? Don't you claim to know the Grove's past like the back of your hand?
It seems you've lost even the memories seared into your soul.
What does that mean?
Use your head, Circes. Since all of this took place in the realm of the dead, it stands to reason their likenesses are of souls from the past. The living cannot step foot into that world, so who could they be? Think about Calypso. Why does she share your likeness? Yet you have no idea who she is.
Could Calypso
The
be
answer is evident, is
Circes
it not?
before she became a Titan?
Those fallen heroes are the mortal incarnations of the Titans before their ascensions to godhood.
What did I just say?
The gods aren't master creators born out of thin air, and they are no different from humans, because they all evolved from one. Does this answer disappoint you?
Yes, because you've answered nothing. If I truly was once human, as you claim, then where do the children of humanity come from?
Position.
Thanks, Pacey.
Even on the off chance that you speak the truth, this brings us no closer to grasping Thanatos' whereabouts. How are we to find them?
I knew you would say that. But it matters not. I know what I'm doing. Actually, why don't we have this supreme being standing before us tell us everything?
You can revive a Titan?
Huh?
Humans cannot return from the dead. Neither can gods. But all we need to do is look at this from a different perspective, and the problem will resolve itself. The solution is simple. Just like what you did to me. If I'm reborn as Kefali, I can rebuild the world and all within it as they once did. Simple, is it not?
No, it's not quite that simple. Oh my goodness. I don't like it when we go on black screen for too long. It makes me really nervous. I can still move my mouse around, so I don't think my game's frozen. You can still hear the music, but... I'm hearing something in the background, but my game's not cooperating. Oh, there you go. In the meantime...
I have news from Hyacinth and Dunhung. Anaxa might be trying to do something with Kefali's divine body.
Kefali? But what could Anaxa want? Is the Council of Elders going to sit around and let such a sacrilegious act unfold?
That is not possible. He is indeed the great performer, capable of fooling anyone and everyone with his tricks.
I'm sorry.
No need for guilt, for this is good news to us. The Council of Elders has found themselves a traitorous ally. Anaxa's ambitious desires will be something we can exploit.
Right.
What we should be doing now is to keep our eyes peeled for whichever trickery Kindness is up to, and react accordingly to thwart her plans. Being Akima's political center, the Demigod Council holds just as much significance as the Vortex of Genesis. Someday, after my duty is over, this site will take the place of the battlefield where you hunt gods. Become the next challenge you ought to overcome. Till then, it's best to get used to this place as soon as possible.
We'll be here waiting for your good news. I'm worried.
Preposterous! The Christos heirs only have their standing because of the Council of Elders. How dare they trample over it?
Oh, wow. These people are shooting daggers with their eyes.
Yeah, don't shoot daggers at my little trash cake.
It's been a while.
Hello, Oleg of Amphorius.
What is that supposed to mean? Is this really the sort of person that the young lord praised as a ferocious warrior?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm a warrior and a half.
It has indeed been some time, Lord Krateros. What brings you here in such haste?
Shh. Keep it down. Be more vigilant. See those duplicitous dogs over there? They do the dirty work for Kindness.
Right.
I've already ordered my people to hold them back, but we should still lay low. Unless you're itching for a bloody fight to get a workout in.
I mean...
My bad.
Start something.
So, did something happen?
Did you hear thunderclaps last night?
Hooray, it's Acheron. Someone's coming to save us. Oh, Acheron, my beloved. It would be hard not to notice thunderclaps in broad daylight.
Thunderclaps are beacon signals of strife. They are a message from the young lord. He threw a spear bearing several words at Akama.
Watch out. The Flame Reaver is back.
I guessed as much. We didn't actually kill them back at the Kremnos Arena.
Oh, God.
I figured this is something you would want to know. We Kremnoans never back down from a fight. So if you plan to take that thing down in a battle, reach out to me anytime.
Okay.
You have my gratitude. I will let Aglaya know about this right away.
Remind her to be on her toes while you're at it. That vicious Kindness has been unusually active lately. Those lackeys she keeps under cover have been going in and out of the city a lot more frequently these days. Some even seem to be getting Kremnoans to defect to the Council.
Bloody hell, these people have bloodthirsty.
Looks like you can see it for yourself.
We should get back. Thank you for the intel, Lord Krateros.
Return to the Demigod Council and inform Aglaya about things. Okay, we can do that. I am...
Carefully into Lent and above, as the Theoros I have observed. Virtuous citizens of Akama, fine Vides, Elysiae, and the Outlander are heading toward us.
Okay, congratulations, you're very observant. You can see us heading towards that. God.
Aglaya, what happened here?
I know about the poisonous fangs of that keen snake through the golden threads. In the past, I would be confident about keeping her in check, but I admit I am now unable to do so.
What do you mean?
It is no longer about eloquence or arguments. I have been a demigod for far too long that I hardly have any humanity left. Before I realized it, I have become no different from these hypocrites, no longer capable of relating to the people.
So she's nearly full demigod, she just hasn't got a lot more humanity.
Perhaps it is time. I need you to step up, Finan, in order for me to retreat behind the scenes.
Yes, this is my duty, but...
It is far easier for the Council of Elders to fool many than just fool one person. Their so-called more support is no more than a ruse to distribute power using words instead of lances. There is no glory in winning this debate, but that makes having respect for humans so much more priceless. Finan, you are a Chrysos heir without flaw, capable of relating deeply with humans.
I appreciate what you've taught me, Aglaya. I hope we'll live up to your expectations and win this debate.
Oh, God.
Oh, you've done well, Lord Calictus. Let me take over and personally close this debate for today.
Time to shut this bitch down.
Dearest counselors, let it be known that I sorely miss the blissful times portrayed in lyrical poems. Back then, Amphorius was home to nearly 1,000 cities, each with their own local faith, while gods walked the earth and shared close bonds with humans. Yet, in the present, people from all over are forced to leave their homeland to seek refuge in the holy city, where they hope to rest under Kethali's protection. All of us have long been in the same boat, with no way out of this plight. We didn't have a choice in the past, but now, the Council of Elders brings to the table a new possibility. All I have left is one question for you.
Can you fuck off?
Would you rather strive toward the unheard of Era Nova, or return to the prosperous Era Chrysia of our past? Make your choice.
Yeah, because going back to the past is always a good thing.
Which of the two would lead mortals to an ideal future?
I stand by Era Nova.
Era Nova is a path of salvation the gods promised. We should not have doubts in the Flame Chase journey.
We all know that Era Chrysia is a thing of the past, Lady Kindness. Please, enlighten me. How does the Council of Elders plan to turn back time?
Because the Time Titan is
Let the three Titans of Calamity be born, and Era Chrysia is nevermore. But bring demise to those Titans, and Era Chrysia will descend upon us again.
Is that really how it works, though? Anaxo Castros.
Know that the Council of Elders is never one to make empty promises. Look at who we have on our side. Anaxagoras, one of the Grove's 7 sages, and Castorus, Idonia's goddess of death. With the help of these 2 heroes, I can promise all of you that Era Chrysia will exist once more.
Aren't they Chrysos heirs? They're supporting the Council of Elders instead?
It's clear from the start that these heroes do not get along well in their group. All the more proof that Aglaya isn't fit to speak on behalf of every Chrysos heir. I am in favor of Era Chrysia.
Era Chrysia! Era Chrysia!
How are we gonna get past this, guys? You kind of need my D right about now, or someone to come in and talk sense.
Castorus? Why are you standing over there?
You finally arrived, Naxa. So have you, Cass.
Don't worry, Aglaya. Well, I know that you have many queries. Could you continue to
we'll be
converse
fine.
with
I
me
hope
how
so.
the citizens normally do? Tell me, dear citizens, if we successfully retrieve and return Thanatos' core flame without anyone passing the Death Titan's trial, what would happen next?
The answer is simple. We will have a chance to rid the world of death and bring Amphorius back to an era when all beings live forever. We'll usher in a new future that will be entirely different from the flame chase journey.
Okay, first off, can I first say Kindness is an old bitch. She needs to step the fuck down. She's living back in the old days. That's not quite how things work anymore. First off, that's my first point. Second of all, if everyone's living forever, that is a disaster waiting to happen. As horrible as death is, if everyone was to live forever, there would be a scarce of resources, and the people who are living would suffer. That's just the reality, right? So I don't know what Cass's reasons are for being on that side, and obviously we know an axe is crazy, but kindness is literally the definition of holding back the generations, and she needs to be shut the fuck down now. Discussing for Vensley. Okay, so that means they're probably quite on their side.
Your proposal is much too idealistic. As long as the Black Tide still exists, how can we go back to the old days?
Fine and speaking wisdom.
Remember what I previously said? Kefali's core flame is guarded by the secret power of the Council of Elders. Plus, Pagusa's water curtain will be able to block out any external perceptions. Tell me, dear citizens, have any of you ever seen even a glimpse of the threat that this person is talking about anywhere within the walls of this majestic holy city?
Isn't this just survivorship bias, but this place will become the Flame Reaver's target sooner or later?
If we eliminate death, then there's no need for us to fear that Flame Reaver, right?
No, wrong.
Citizens, let's loudly sing the blessed hymn. Oh, beautiful old world, where are you now? Oh, legendary Eracrysia, return to the mortal realm.
Am I the only one who hates kindness, or is that just me?
After the destruction of the 3 Titans of Calamity, the flame chase journey will have to end.
The members of the council are cheering in excitement. Oh, fuck.
This is bad. The masses are now totally riled up.
Anaxa, pray tell. Everything that you've mentioned...
No, I hate that old bitch.
that we can find Thanatos' existence, right?
Thank you, Lady Aglaya, for still caring about this city. However, dear citizens, we are truly fortunate and blessed. For Castoris, Idonia's goddess of death, will surely find Thanatos under my guidance.
Even though he's a prick, he still looks good with the smirk.
What?
With that, I solemnly promise that the core flame Lady Castoris brings back will be personally managed by the Council of Elders.
Of course she'd be managed by the Council of Elders, because why would she be?
Thereafter, if we are able to garner the support of all of you at the Citizens' Assembly, we shall spare no effort in ensuring that the Eracrysia will return to our world once again.
The members of council are cheering in excitement. This is not good.
With the balance shattered, the result is clear. By Kefali and Talent above, as the Theoros,
Why do you get to be Fioros? You're a part of the council. It's biased.
Akama has chosen her destiny. The issue up for discussion at this Citizens' Assembly shall be modified to the suspension of the Flame Chase journey. This resolution shall be put up on the Wall of Heroes, such that all citizens are aware of the city's way forward.
This bitch.
Aglaya, dear Aglaya, what has caused your heart to soften? You also don't seem to be as quick-witted as before.
Wag your tongue as much as you like. Since the Flame Chase journey has been preordained by the prophecy, our failure has never been on the cards.
Well then, I guess we'll find out if that's true at the Citizens' Assembly.
Announces the conclusion of the debate and the attendees part ways. Shit.
Castress? What's going on?
Yeah, Castress, you've got some talking to do!
Well, it seems that when I sent you to look for Anaxa, I unintentionally facilitated your partnership with him instead.
My apologies, everyone. I know that you have many questions to ask me. I will answer them to the best of my knowledge.
Castress, I really liked you. Why are you doing this? You're making me not want to like you now. What's happened?
In that case, please tell us as much as you can.
Hold on, I'm not ready. Oh, the fact that there's an option here.
For you. This matter is of great consequence. And Miss should hear the entire story from beginning to end.
I'm sure Castress does have her reasons, but at the moment they're not making sense. But she mentioned to Anaxa about being able to save a life rather than take one, so I think this is going to have something to do with us. But if you bear with me, I'm going to go on a quick beer break, I'm going to get a drink, and then we're going to carry on with this. So bear with me 2 seconds. I won't be long. Okay, people, right, I'm back. So, are we cozy? Do we, like, you know, do we have everything? Are we we got drinks, we got snacks, we're ready to go. Because I'm ready to carry on for, like, another hour and a half. Because I feel like this next episode is going to be very lore heavy. So, I want to make sure that everyone here is ready. And, of course, that's fucking start. But yeah. I am going to look at starting once the current ads are done, because I want to make sure that everyone's here for the explanation. Right, okay. Just quickly do my assignments actually while I'm waiting. Okay, that's done, that's done. Just quickly doing my dailies while I wait. Go, and then I've got to consume some power and defeat some enemies. Well, I can do that while we're doing the thing, so that's fine. Okay. Got another 20 seconds. Let me just make sure I've got nothing else running in the background, which is going to cause problems. Don't think we do. I think we should be fine. Okay. Okay, looks like everyone's back, so let's carry on. Right. Okay, Castris, time to talk up. What's going on?
Are you ready now?
No, but yes. What happened when you went to look for an axe?
In actuality, he showed me a past that was both long and heavy.
The reason I say this is, as I've mentioned earlier, the answer was hidden in my journey unto death.
Professor, you were in the Netherrealm?
So this is what we briefly saw last time.
I am but a living dead man now, but that's not important. What truly matters is, I overheard a conversation between heroes.
Oh, we're switching to Castris' point of view. The final destination of Polyxia and that Castris' destiny will reveal Thanatos' whereabouts. Oh shit, okay. Should I be worried? This game takes so long to load on a hard drive.
Have you heard of this tale before? A tale about the ocean god's treasured pearl, our hometown. It was a seaside town which enjoyed the ocean breeze and glorious, peaceful times, thanks to the wisdom of its ruling queen.
Pay good attention, okay.
Until one day, an evil dragon descended upon the town. Its wings were large enough to blot out the sun, while its claws were sharp enough to rip the waves apart. It barged into the tall tower and devoured the queen's beloved daughter. It even settled itself in her bedroom, like a tyrant king.
Okay.
The queen assembled 300 warriors who managed to subdue the evil dragon by chaining it up. However, when the queen slit open the dragon's belly, she realized that the princess had long since been digested, and all that was left of her was a pile of bones. Devastated, the queen wept for several days. It was then that a devious, smooth-talking scholar arrived at the palace and suggested that the princess could be revived through the use of dragon bone and dragon blood. That liar called this process the secret art of alchemy.
Right.
The princess was reborn. The queen was overjoyed, blissfully unaware that the evil dragon's soul still lurked within the princess's body. As revenge, the evil dragon swallowed the poor queen, the glib liar, the courageous warriors, and all of the town's innocent civilians in a single gulp.
Oh my god.
Worse still, the souls of the deceased refused entry to the Netherrealm because they were filled with regret. Forced to roam the mortal realm,
These resentful souls ultimately converged into a river of souls that would not retreat for a long time.
Okay.
The terrifying death had consumed all. Thereafter, our hometown fell into ruin as well. Until... Actually, I don't know what happened next either.
Is she in a chair?
Oh my. It seems that you still like to whet people's appetites even after all this time, Polyxia.
She looks like Castress.
So, according to your story, this is how I used to look? It's practically a mirror image.
So did Polyxia become Cersei's? No.
And yet, what exactly is this?
Mama Megumi's trying to keep attention.
A miracle
They
that
got
I
B12 in
created
it.
with alchemy. As for what it is and how I was able to accomplish it, I'll keep the answers to myself for now.
He did it!
Oh, my goodness. Is this cliffhanger really necessary?
Quiet, Titan. Continue to enjoy this splendid play, and the truth will naturally reveal itself.
Dragon, huh? I've heard this legend before.
In that case, what do you think of it?
I think that this so-called alchemy was a tenuous analogy added to the story by future generations. After all, you've never heard of a tradition of alchemy in your hometown before, have you?
Indeed.
She
Before
does
I
look
left
so
home
much
to
like
pursue my
Castress, though.
education, I never even knew that anybody was looking into this area of study.
Therefore, we can just treat this tale as a fable told to young children.
A fable, you say? If so, what moral is it trying to impart to the kids?
I guess it might be the concept of equivalent exchange?
Oh? I thought the moral might be closer to something like honor the dead.
Huh.
What? At a loss for words?
She is cute, though.
No, I merely realized that we're both thinking of the same principle. If life is priceless, then there is hardly anything else in this world that is of equal weight to it, right?
Indeed. As expected of the wisest scholar in the land.
You flatter me. Why don't I ask you a question as well?
I'm
As a
thinking
form
that
of
there's a lot of
exchange.
thoughts going through me head right now.
Of course. What is your question?
If I imparted my knowledge of the art of alchemy to you, would you use it to resurrect someone you loved?
What?
Huh?
What kind of strange question is this? I got it. You're just trying to get me to tell you whether I like anyone, right?
Let's just leave it at that. That was rude of me.
Yes, I would.
Oh?
Who would she resurrect?
Death is inevitable. In the days to come, I'm certain that someone whom I cherish deeply will leave me for good. If such a mighty power really existed, I think I would use it without hesitation. After all, you, me, and the rest will all have to face that fateful moment, eventually.
Got so many thoughts going through my head right now.
My time is finally here. However, perhaps because of my firm belief in the immeasurable value of life, I am unable to complete the trial.
Does she mean the trial for the Death Titans, Coreflame?
You shall wither, and through that, the dead will sprout again from the remains, and be reborn with the dead flame.
Is this Castrus?
It is a pity that fate is such a cruel mistress.
Is there no other way of interpreting those words?
I'm afraid that the meaning is clear. Between my sister and me.
Is this Castrus'
One
sister?
must pay the price. Our trial can only be completed when the one chosen sacrifices her life.
When the one chosen sacrifices her life. So did Polyxia sacrifice her life so Castrus could complete the trial and become the Death Titan? Or take on the Death Titan's Coreflame?
I'm afraid that the prophecy might even have selected a pair of twins for this exact purpose.
Oh my god.
Fortune makes fools of us all.
My sister is prepared to sacrifice herself. And yet, I can't do the same. How absurd. My time is almost up, but I'm still afraid to welcome death. What should we do? If I'm ultimately not able to make up my mind...
Since Chaos is willing to guide all of us and leave this trial to the end, there is still plenty of time for you to ponder.
That's right. Don't allow the fog of an uncertain future to cloud your mind.
Trial, prophecy, the topics that they're discussing seem familiar. But these three people must not have left their names in the epics. Otherwise, I would have some recollection of this.
Amphorius' history before the Titans were born was complete chaos. Is that not strange by itself? I have long held three hypotheses about this. However, let's continue watching for now.
Calypso, Polyxia, and this warrior. I seem to have met him somewhere before.
Regarding this matter, Nias, are you confident that you'll complete your trial?
Of course. Though, I'm worried about what will happen once I've emerged victorious.
My head is spinning. My head is genuinely spinning.
Looks like you have made up your mind.
Yes, this is the safest course of action.
Completely separating courage, honor, tenacity, sacrifice, and reason. You really know how to make things difficult.
Please, young lady, witness my fall and demise. Lady Calypso, you shall host the soul-rending ceremony.
I do not understand. Why would you dare to sacrifice yourself for a future that you won't get to witness.
Because this is our destiny. The power that resides within me is so intense that I will one day be engulfed by it.
Nice now.
Furthermore, a valorous death before glorious return has always been the path I chose to walk. A journey I began long ago. If your sister or cows were in my position, I believe they would make the same choice as well.
I'm not that brave. I don't know how I'm supposed to face such a serious affair.
I swear, if there's gonna be more deaths in this game, I'm gonna be screwed.
Being Death's chosen one, it seems you still don't know how to face it. Let's chat, young lady. Perhaps I shouldn't end my journey so hastily. Since there's still time, I'm not worried about letting fate wait a little longer.
Of course. This warrior is Lord Anaias.
Yeah.
As the embodiment of Nikador's divinity, he entrusted his life to us and allowed humankind to end his madness. That means that what I'm currently seeing before my eyes is in fact...
Looks like one hypothesis of mine has already been proven true. These heroes are the true forms of the Titans, before they attain their divinity. If so, the chosen one of death that he speaks of is actually...
Polyxia? Is the previous form of Thanatos? But her appearance...
It's just like yours.
If this is true, as long as we can find out where she went, we'll naturally be able to figure out the location of the Death Titan.
But before that, we first need to witness what ultimately happened to Lord Anaias.
Oh, there's a lot going on here.
Nikador's courage is a testament that they have never once retreated from a battle.
I've heard that these words are still engraved in Castrum Kremnos even today. It didn't occur to me that they were actually part of an alchemical formula. Sealed within this statue is undoubtedly his sacrifice.
They use their own body as our city walls, keeping out and protecting us from the pervasive spread of madness. They are acutely aware that if the end times were to arrive, there would be nothing left in this world to conquer.
Honor, courage, tenacity, sacrifice.
And finally, the only thing that remains is reason.
Cheer up, young lady. There is no need to shed tears over a glorious death.
All farewells in this world are sorrowful, Lord Naias.
I don't know what to say.
No, young lady. As a warrior, I have witnessed too many bitter deaths. But now, all I feel is peace. I did not know until this moment that mortals could live their lives in such a way.
Although only a sliver of your soul remains, you remain so optimistic. Or maybe the truth is that you aren't able to feel sorrow anymore.
To be honest, I don't know either. But I am certain of one thing. This is not an acceptance of death, nor apathy toward it. It's not even a feeling of despair. I am just enjoying what remains of my life to the fullest.
Enjoying?
I feel like I'm gonna cry.
Indeed. Along this journey that we've taken together, not only have I changed the world, I myself have also changed in the process. And now I have reached the journey's end. When I look back and see the grand epic that I've personally written, how could I not revel in that fact?
But when you depart the mortal realm, won't all of your accomplishments be reduced to nothing? Separation and death are two sides of the same coin. Reconciling this doesn't come easily for a mortal.
Finally, let me recount to you a story of mine, young lady. The first time I returned from the battlefield, I felt extremely hollow.
Hold on, I'm gonna have a look at this. Look at that scenery. That is beautiful. Whoever does the art in Honkai Star Rail definitely needs a pay raise.
The calamity had devoured everybody on the battlefield but me. When I returned to the city alone, the citizens held a banquet for me that was far from pleasant. I felt as though I was still on the battlefield, and the person who had returned was nothing but an empty shell. It was late into the night by the time the banquet ended. My head still reeling, I returned alone to the barracks. On the way back, I encountered someone. It was a crazed scholar looking at the night sky and muttering to himself by the side of the road. Although I tripped over him and fell, I wasn't angry in the slightest. And maybe because I saw myself in him, I inexplicably asked him a question. Do you think that it'd be better if we just died on the roadside like a couple of stray dogs?
Grim thing to think.
To my surprise, he shrugged his shoulders and sighed.
How does someone who is currently experiencing death, dying and living, afford the same amount of bliss? Now please go away and don't block my starlight.
Are you trying to say that there is no difference between living and dying? For they are both journeys that lead toward death?
That's exactly what life is, and death is, but a scale to measure how valuable the journey was. Journeys and epics are only glorious and magnificent because all things eventually fade to dust. Therefore, young lady, don't detest your fate. Instead, willingly and respectfully embrace it.
The embodiment of strife telling me about the majesty of the world.
Indeed. I believe that when the fated moment eventually arrives, you will be able to understand my words. It is time for me to knock on death's door. I will set up a long table at the end of the road and humbly await your arrival. When that moment finally comes, let us drink and be merry then.
I knew this day would eventually come.
Are the both of you ready?
Polyxia. I'm here. What? This...
This is quite interesting indeed.
Is it me? Now, it's time for us to fulfill our promises. Are you afraid? What are you afraid of?
That I won't be able to do it.
You shall wither, and through that, the dead will sprout again from the remains, and be reborn with the dead flame.
Oh, don't tell me Polyxia is the dragon that Castros uses.
As foretold in the prophecy, and according to our vows, once it all ends, we must face our fated moment head-on.
Even if it was prophesized, do we have no say in the matter? It's so unfair. Why are we the only ones who are forced into mutual destruction? Let me do it, sister. Let me be death's sacrifice. I was never long for this world anyway. But you're different. I was the one who wasted your life after all.
You're wrong, Polyxia. I don't think that my life was wasted. Just the opposite. When I finally arrived at this destination and looked back at the journey I took, I discovered that flowers had long since bloomed along the path I walked. It was you who sowed the seeds for this sea of flowers. One that is more beautiful than the promised land at the end of the world. Besides, I have lived a fulfilling life. Even though I was fated for sacrifice, none of the things that I've experienced will dissipate. Instead, they'll forever live on as memories inside your head. Will they not?
How could my memories of you ever compare to the actual you?
Well then, tell me. What exactly are we?
I don't know.
I don't know either. But regardless of what the answer is, regardless of how we're shaped by others, or even by this world,
Gotta put waterproof mascara on.
ever since we were born, the fact that we existed was predestined, and nothing could erase it. This is why I will always, always be by your side. We're twins, after all. All right, my dear Polyxia. It's time to extract my heart and light the flame of death. After that, use it to plant the first bud in the prophesied new world.
Hugs, you met Spacey. I'm gonna need all the hugs I can get. I'm shattered at the moment. I'm absolutely heartbroken.
If I imparted my knowledge of the art of alchemy to you,
She's the honor sister.
would you use it to resurrect someone you loved?
She'd resurrect Castros.
Death is inevitable.
In the days to come, I am certain that someone whom I cherish deeply will leave me for good. If such a mighty power really existed, I think I would use it without hesitation. Even now, my answer remains the same. This is why, sister, I promise you, in the prophesized new world, I shall plant the first bud on your behalf. Go now. Return to the ocean god's treasured pearl, our hometown. I shall open wide the entrance to the Netherrealm and grant you a second life. The living beings on this earth shall respond to my call and lead you to the sacred daylight. Remember, do not look back on the land of the dead. Do not stop moving. In the new world promised by the prophecy, march toward your new life. As for the price of our equivalent exchange, let me be the one to pay it.
Everybody, we've come to the end. Unfortunately, I am not compatible with the Supreme Being, so I was unable to completely fuse their soul into my own body. However,
you can't just show me
being
trauma
able
like
to
that and then
glean
carry
on
on
this
as if nothing
from
happened.
is exciting enough. I'm certain of this now. Before the Titans that we are well acquainted with were born, a group of heroes roamed the land. These heroes followed a prophecy and took possession of divine authorities one by one, until they eventually became the pantheon of the new world. Just like the flame chase journey of today, Amphorius's history is cyclical in nature.
Wait, we're going on a cycle?
What a startling revelation. This means that the demigods, who bear the core flames, will also become the new Titans at the world's end, thereby shaping a new world?
Wait, so are they going in a cycle then?
I believe that this is the truth behind the Era Nova, as mentioned in the prophecy.
This is utterly unbelievable. Besides, those twins in the past, even if they really are Thanatos, their whereabouts are still unknown even today.
Are their whereabouts truly unknown? Didn't Polyxia mention that seaside town, the birthplace of alchemy and the tale of the dragon? In our world, there exists a city which perfectly matches that description. Styxia.
But the people there worship Fagusa and bear no relation to Thanatos. I have also never been to that place, as in the time of Idonia, it had long turned into underwater ruins.
Take this.
This is...
the new Sporist masterpiece, the Philosopher's Stone.
High
It
four.
was made by
Going
transmuting
through
all
trauma.
of the sage's wisdom into a single entity, with their flesh and blood as its foundation.
Every time I hear like Philosopher's Stone or whatever, I think back to like Full Metal Alchemist.
Remember? I've mentioned before that the art of alchemy is all about conversion, tempering, and ascension. This process also applies to the pursuit of truth. Regardless of how unbelievable this sounds, the truths of the world have been refined from the impurities. Think about the story of the dragon. This stone will lead you to your real hometown, allowing you to reform the door to the Netherrealm and discover Thanatos' fate.
How's HSR? traumatizing, heartbreaking, and very informative.
You still look as confident in your victory as ever. But what if your conjecture is wrong?
Oh, I need to do stretch of game stuff.
Simple. I shall merely admit to the entire world that my experiment was a failure.
Sounds about right, yeah.
However, my line of thinking will not fail, because I have already planted the seeds of doubt into the hearts of the masses.
What does that mean?
Actions speak louder than words, Castoris. With the assembly about to begin, don't forget the promise you've made.
I've already searched for so long. I'm willing to try one more time. While we converse, her life is also slowly slipping away.
Yeah, I'd rather not die, thanks.
But before I leave, I have another question. What exactly did we witness just now?
That was the world imprinted in Kefali's soul. If we are to prove its existence, you must take the final step. Go. Do not disappoint me.
I understand.
Well then.
Hey, child of humanity.
Don't get antsy. I still remember the question you posed to me. As a scholar, I do not wish to offer up ambiguous conclusions. Let's discuss this topic again when she manages to find the evidence.
I merely wanted to ask, was that stone transmuted from your heart? If so, rebirth is no longer an option for you.
What?
Why not? When I was a child, I lost someone dear to me. When I was a teenager, I lost my faith. A while back, although you saved my life, I also lost my soul in the process. Now I'm merely forsaking my body. What's the big deal?
Naxa.
Why are you always finding ways to die? Isn't it good to be alive?
This is but a necessary sacrifice on my path to transform into the purest of them all.
Can someone who's dead even claim to be the purest of them all? Furthermore, if your hypothesis is proven correct, does it not just confirm that the myths are true, and thereby invalidate all your theories?
No, it's just the opposite. If my hypothesis is correct, it means that I can actually ascend to godhood.
What?
And reshape this absurd world that you all have created.
Fucking hell, Anaxa. Please tell me I'm not the only one who wants to see what's under the eye patch. If we don't find out what that is, I'm gonna riot. When you have the chance to make a choice, make one that you know you won't regret. I miss Kafka so bad. Currently.
That's a lot to take in at once.
Tell me about it.
Lady Aglaya, please, let me explain.
My head's hurting.
Go on.
You know that the core flame of death has always been the greatest unknown regarding the Era Nova, which is why both you and Kindness desire to gain the power to control that core flame in the approaching Citizens' Assembly.
Yeah.
Professor Anaxa has come to a consensus with Kindness. They want to suspend the trial once Thanatos' core flame is reclaimed, hoping thus to eradicate death from this world. If they're successful, then the flame chase journey will cease, and Akama can enjoy everlasting peace.
Uh-huh.
But I know this runs counter to your wishes. So long as we do not usher in Era Nova, the Black Tide will never be eradicated. Even with Lord Mighty on the front line, and the black tide not posing an immediate risk, the danger nevertheless remains. Honestly, it's difficult for me to assess the pros and cons in this decision. But someone must bring the core flame before we can begin negotiations over it. The Titan could be very near. I cannot let this chance slip by. Besides, someone has to make this trip to bring back Mrs. Soul.
Well said. You already had every reason to seek an audience with Thanatos. It's that great performer who has weaponized your wishes and placed us in this difficult situation.
Fucking Axa, man.
A world without death. Do you desire that too?
If fate dictates that my path must oppose yours, I will do all I can to resist it and protect what I aspire to achieve. Lord Mighty showed me that without taking the first step, all talk of what follows is moot.
Unsure of what to say, but offers a smile. I genuinely don't know what to say in this situation.
I have always hoped to hear you speak your mind, Cass. And I am glad to have heard your true thoughts. Styxia. I visited that place in the past. Though it is now an island surrounded by the river of Soul's torrents, it's not hard to see its former splendor. Go. I will not stand in your way. As for you, you are someone who has cheated death. I believe you have more than enough reason to make the trip with Casterus and meet the god of death himself.
Oh, fuck me!
Casterus, I too look forward to your journey. I wonder what kinds of new interpretations your completed story will bring to the Flame Chase journey.
Thank you, Lady Aklaya.
I hate to put a damper on this heartwarming moment, but if Styxia is now an island surrounded by the river of Soul's torrents, then how do we find a way in? Lady Treby is probably...
The answer is quite simple. In the Mids, Zagreus once made the domain of the dead their treasure vault.
The trickery title.
That is to say, they could enter and leave the Nether Realm as they pleased. And if they could do that, then it follows that the demigod who inherited their divinity must be capable of the same.
Right.
I'll see you at Memorial Palace at Action Hour tomorrow. Cypher shall be your guide to finding that ancient city.
Is Cypher the trickery titan? The day finally comes to an end. Everyone disperses, each lost in their own thoughts.
Downhung isn't back yet.
No, your husband's not home yet. Grab that.
Hey, friend! Is the debate finally over?
Hey, man! We're tied with the Council of Elders.
Oh, that means victory is around the corner.
I love Mem, she's adorable.
Well, moving on. I was hard at work even while you were at the debate.
Oh?
I borrowed a mountain of books from Cass to see if I could find a way to solve your problem. Let's see. I still have only 32 books to go.
Oh, bless her. It's okay, Mem. We found a way.
Really? Oh, that's fantastic news. I knew it. Hard work always pays off. Especially if you're as diligent as Mem.
Oh!
I feel like a huge burden has finally been lifted off my shoulders. Why are my eyelids so heavy all of a sudden?
Maybe I can go for another walk outside. There's nothing more we can do now. Let's get some rest.
Oh, you're right. Then I'll go back to...
The fact that she's sleeping with her eyes open is worrying me. was their custom, men with astonishing dexterity slipped back into their secret little hideaway.
Good night, men. Good night, Hakama. It is nighttime now, right?
Later, somewhere in Akama.
Cass? What a surprise.
Lady Treeby.
Is something troubling you?
I just wanted to speak to Lady Trian for a bit before I set off. No matter how breathtakingly beautiful Styxia once was, the place is now the domain of the departed. There is no telling what we'll encounter there. I don't want to have any regrets.
Has anyone told you that your eyes are sparkling today?
Is that a figure of speech?
In the past, when you did smile once in a while, all of us could see that your heart remained troubled, even as you smiled.
Lady Treeby, you know perfectly well that see you tomorrow is nothing but a white lie. I hope your toughness is not a mask hiding a lonely heart.
Cass, you hardly ever talked of your past. None of us knows what you went through, apart from Maggie. But we know it must have been filled with pain and hardships, as it is the fate every Chrysosaur is destined to live out. We are just happy for you that the core flame you're meant to inherit has finally surfaced.
Isn't it a little too soon to say that?
But you already know where tomorrow is, don't you? There's no need to rely on anyone else. Just give it your all and leave no regrets. We have always believed that your embrace is just as warm as everyone else's. Because we embrace others to comfort them. And Cass, you're the kindest Chrysosaur we know.
Thank you, Lady Treeby. This feeling... it's hard to put into words. I suddenly found myself with so many wishes. So much I want to accomplish before setting off.
Then go do it, Cass. Trian was actually working on a surprise gift for you.
Oh,
it's a pity she didn't get to finish it. But now Trinan and I are working on it. And we'll make sure to give it to you.
This game's too emotional for
Let's
me.
meet back here when you return from Styxia. Safe travels. See you tomorrow.
At the same time.
I can't sleep.
Of course she can. She's got a lot on her mind.
Who could it be?
I'm gonna guess. Oh, Castress. Hey.
I hope I didn't wake you.
No, you didn't. Is it another mission from Aglaia? Sleep is a luxury when you're at my age.
I'm glad to see you're as full of life as ever. I'm here because of private matters, actually. If it isn't too much to ask, I'd really like it if you could come along with me to retrieve something.
What's that? Sure, let's go.
Aren't you going to ask me what it is?
We'll find out.
It isn't a long way from here. Shall we?
Walk with Castress and learn what's actually happening at the Citizens' Assembly.
Have you heard?
Where are we going?
Faith can dispel the black eye.
Oh my god, did I see Dahlia? It is Dahlia! Yes! I own the mommy. tall queen with the big boobalicious, absolutely.
The streets are packed.
Oh shit.
I want to vote. Tell me how I can vote.
Take your ceramic shard engraved with the Kefali rune, select the Council of Elders in your heart, and pray silently until the shard registers your choice. Then toss it into the Dolium.
The Council of Elders? More like the Council of Buffoons? The Black Tide took my hometown long ago! Who are they kidding with bringing back Eracrysia? It's all a sham to create their own Eracrysia in Akama!
The Titans are just. So long as we do not overstep our bounds again, we will not incur divine wrath.
Oh, please. The time when these deranged Titans should have vacated their spot to the demigods is long overdue. You'll see soon enough, you old bogey.
And I pray that Talanton smacks some sense into you with their scales. We shall see how this turns out.
Oh, God.
That was quite a spectacle.
Just another peaceful day in Akama.
I suppose peaceful is technically correct if no actual violence happened. To this day, I still find it almost unreal that Akama is the only place illuminated by light amidst the crumbling ruins of Amphorius. And its people are even holding votes to reconcile differing opinions. This peaceful sight is making me forget that this is the end times.
Shouldn't you have gotten used to it by now? You look very confused. This is what the Flame Chase journey is all about.
Before coming here, I had lived for many years in Idonia, a city of rime and frost. The people there were devotees of Thanatos, and were well known for their unique burial rites and traditions.
Oh.
Traditions that I played a major role in.
Because of the curse on you?
Yes. You now know me as the Mortician of Akama. But back in those days, I was Idonia's Maiden of War.
What?
I was trudging across the frosty plains on my own when the Idonians found me. They saw the curse in me as a blessing from Thanatos, and believed that my hands could correct the Eracrysia's mistake and lead them to meet the great god of death. They provided me shelter, but in return, I was expected to grant merciful deaths to war captives, prisoners bound for execution, and heroes alike.
Isn't that just an executioner?
Yes. No matter how kind or cruel the means, nothing can change the essence of death. Taking away someone's life is never worthy of religious worship.
I didn't realize it was that bad. God, we're really getting into the crux of it now, aren't we?
I can't do it. Their voices, they pierce my ears. The pleading, the thanks.
I know that feeling, child. I was once as lost as you are now. But you must respect those walking towards death. Just like how you should respect yourself as the Holy Maiden granting humans glory and liberation.
What you're asking me to do is no better than the task of an executioner. And yet you want me to respect myself. No matter the titles, I am still taking away human lives.
This won't be the first time that Idonia's fanatical nether warriors have faced death. On the contrary, recruits new to the battlefield often run away from their first fight. Death is the mightiest and gravest power in this world. The fact that you can wield it means you are deserving of respect.
That's such a twisted reason.
Then let me tell you a story. In Idonia, the great swords commonly used by executioners are called Draconian, in memory of Drakon, an elderly executioner. The sword has 3 air holes along its body. If the sword is swung down swiftly and accurately, the holes would make no sound, and the executed would also depart this world quickly and painlessly.
I don't like where
But
this is
should the
going.
executioner have any hesitation, the holes would produce a piercing whistle. On that cue, the screams of the executed are sure to follow. Every executioner after Drakon is to hone their sword skills every day in preparation of future executions. Every swing of their blade must be more resolute than the last, for failing to do so will bring pain. Pain for the dying, as well as pain for themselves.
No. I can never get used to this.
You misunderstand, child. I am not telling you to get used to it.
She is a child, though.
I'm asking you to consider the source of the dead's suffering, and use that knowledge to fortify your future touches with more and more determination. Go, walk with the dead, and love them as you love life. Then you'll no longer hear those noises.
Please, don't kill me. I don't want to die. No!
You gently touch the prisoner's forehead with your finger. His face is pale, his eyes flicker with fear, and his body trembles uncontrollably. Is it because of fear, anger, or hatred, or your so-called merciful touch of death simply a lie? The dark purple motes spread like petals across the death rose inmate's face, then seem to be submerged by spring water flooding his body. His trembling ceased, and the cries that had once begged for mercy slowly sighed into a sob-like whimper as he murmurs to himself. Quietly, or quickly, everything falls into a dead silence, and turning the pitch-black dew that scatters with the wind. You hear your own heartbeat drown out the sound of heavy
May
breathing.
you gain some insights through his sacrifice.
Is this all?
No. Come with me. This is just the beginning of your life as the Maiden of War.
I don't think she wants this, so...
You executioner! Holy Maiden!
Go. Grant her glorious death.
Thank you.
Do it then, executioner.
You heard him.
I curse you to live in eternal pain.
Please, grant me release.
You know what to do.
When will this ever end?
You murderer!
Come. Fulfill your duty.
What are you trying to do with me?
I have aged. The time has come for me to heed the summons of Thanatos and journey to their domain. The final resting place of every Idonian.
You're not that old yet. You still have many, many years ahead of you.
No, no. I'm already dead. For I have come to fear my declining health and impending death. Ah, Casterus. Will you give me one last chance to charge towards fear and prove that I am no coward?
I can't take this anymore!
Child, it was I who brought you here from the frosty plains and set your farcical fate in motion. It was also I, Chief Executioner of Idonia, who forced the heavy duty of executing others onto you. I've always known that you have doubts and even anger about my faith and about me.
I never had a choice.
Indeed. We essentially abducted you. Yet you can end any sinful life with just a touch of your fingers. Shouldn't it be easy for you to escape from here?
I'll never do that. It doesn't matter how lightly the Idonians take death, or how readily they accept it. I simply can't do it.
I knew I was right about you.
What do you mean?
I've taught you and cared for you as my own daughter all this time because of this blessing that's been with you since your birth. I know no one else in the world would understand the weight of life and death more than you do. In the eyes of an Idonian, death is the end of all life. A destination we will all eventually reach. Humans should not resist it, but learn how to face it. You can only live your life to the fullest after understanding this principle. And when you do, even if you eventually leave Idonia's protection, even if you must carry the curse forever, you can live with your head held high, like everyone else.
No! How can I?
Come now. It's time. I've already taught you all that I know. Show me that you are a fitting holy maiden. Or at least, that you possess the resolve to become one. Come now. It's time. I've already taught you all that I know. Show me that you are a fitting holy maiden. Or at least, that you possess the resolve to become one.
Emerge from your cocoon.
Oh, this game hits you in the feels, doesn't it? Can you believe we're nearly on episode 100 of the story as well, like on the channel? I think this would be like, what, episode 94?
Receive divinity.
I think. It's crazy to me.
May death protect us!
Absolutely crazy.
As you wish. Can't get any more. Until everything burns to ashes! Action the bones!
Bloom. Repay.
Oh, this game is trauma. Why do I always submit myself to trauma? Whether it's Love and Deep Space, Honkai Star Rail, or whatever games I bloody play. Yeah, this game likes to give trauma. Yeah, we're being starting to pick up Honkai and Pat Third on the other channel as well. This is putting fear in me. Oh my god, this visual. Look at that.
This was the last time I followed her command. I gently touched the elderly woman before me. The executioner, who had seen too much death, died the same way as everyone else. I gasped for air, a wistful look in her eyes, and a barely perceptible tremor in her fingertips. Elder Amonette, the person who tried to teach me about death, ultimately vanished like dew in the morning mist. She spent her life embodying the beliefs of the Idonians, and when death finally came, she embraced it exactly as their doctrine had taught. I have nothing but respect for her. I erected a cenotaph in her honor in the marshes outside Idonia's city walls with the others I had laid to rest. Then, I set out once more in search of Thanatos. It was a long, long journey. I heard so many discussions about death along the way. Life finds meaning in death. The world improves because there is an end. It seems the most terrible darkness in this world. Everyone talks about its heavy weight. Some resist it, some worship it, and some even revere it. How did a disappeared titan become the deepest fear of humankind? And why do they haunt my dreams? I continued my travels to seek an answer. Initially, I was running away. Then, I started searching for it. And now, at the end, I just want to know if my touch, if my embrace, can do more than taking things away. Can I make anything? Can I leave anything behind?
I don't want to die. Please, I fucking you just let me go. I don't want to die, please. I don't want mercy like this. Just let me go. I need him. I don't.
Never seen this style in HSR.
I hate these icy hands.
The Reaper has blessed your hands. Only you can grant them peace.
And what if she doesn't want to have that curse? Like, cast it, she can't do anything about it.
Embrace death. Walk alongside it.
That girl's gonna die, isn't she?
Is that you, Casteress? All of them have gone.
The girl from
heeding death's summon, crossing into their domain. I must go too. I don't fear it, just I have some regrets. Watching people leave this world again and again, it must be lonely for you. You must want to desperately embrace them before they go. I can't. These hands, they're too cold. But Big Sister Casteress, your hands are so warm. Just like anyone else's. So go on. Don't hold back.
Give me a warm hug.
I'm not crying, you are? Yeah, we're both crying together, Spacey. Oh.
Can hands like these really be warm?
God, there's
On the
no
day
how to
that
bring.
Onyx's trial
Oh my
ended,
god.
you must have had many questions.
What's with all the good fucking art today? Jesus Christ, my
I'm
emotions.
just as confused. Why, as someone from beyond the sky, were you so cruelly dragged into Amphorius's fate? I wished I could take action, but no matter how hard I try, I cannot simply interact with the living as ordinary people do. Even when we brushed against each other unintentionally in the grove, and it was obvious that nothing had happened. When an almost unattainable hope finally welled up in my heart. When I thought that perhaps my touch would no longer bring sorrow, fate declared to me, it wasn't that the curse of death had finally been lifted, but that your soul no longer belonged to this world. And there was nothing left for my hands to take. Nothing. And did I really think this time would be any different? It's not that I don't understand this reality, just that I'm unwilling to accept it. Having walked such a long road, I am still unable to find the answer to life and death. I am resigned to eternal despair. Anything I wish to hold on to, death will inevitably wrest from my grasp. From that moment on, I lacked the courage to confirm it again. Until Onyx laid bare the cruel truth before us.
Trying not to cry anymore, but fuck me. Amphorius is a sad one? Yes.
Perhaps I might have one last chance. Long ago, Trinan read a prophecy to me. At the end of the Sea of Flowers, the souls of the living shall warm thy fingertips, and after an embrace, there shall be eternal separation.
I spy Loki. Yes, he is.
I found no surprise in it, for her words sounded not like a foretelling, but a perfect reflection of my past.
Who is it?
Oh my god, Smokey! Coming in with a rain of 8 while I'm crying my eyes out. Hello!
My touch speaks only of farewells. In that moment, I had no doubt that this destiny would weave itself through the entirety of my life.
Hi.
And yet, things have taken a turn for the better. Now that I can finally have an audience with Thanatos, perhaps I can rewrite the meaning of that fated prophecy. I have no reason not to give it my all. For your sake, and for my own.
Why is she such a cutie? God's sake. Loki. There you go, you got Loki in the background. You guys can say hi to him as well. How are you? Full of trauma, but we're good. This game makes me want to cry every single time I play it. Thank you for telling me your thoughts.
With that, I won't have any regrets.
Castrius talks to you about the gift she gave to the other crisis heirs, and before you know it, she arrives at your gift. Oh.
Let's put that aside for the moment. We've arrived.
What gift?
I want to retrieve a small gift I specially prepared for you. I made it myself, like the trinket I gave Lady Trianne. I want to leave something for everyone, if possible. The journey to seek an audience with the Death Titan cannot be an easy one. I want to make full use of every moment I have before we depart.
Guys,
so I don't have any regrets.
I'm in absolute tears right now. That sounds kind of ominous.
Perhaps you can have a look at it first. You don't have to take it if you don't like it.
Oh, shut up, I'm gonna take it.
Look, it's right there.
Huh?
Where did it go? What's going on?
Don't look at me. I hope the gift wasn't expensive.
Just some handcrafted trinkets. Well, things that shouldn't catch the eye of thieves anyways. What's this? The coin of Zagreus and a slate.
Cipher?
So it's her.
Holy moly, a kissy thief?
No doubt about it. This is her favorite symbol. It's a lady's cipher, the demigod of Zagreus whom Lady Aglaia had spoken of. She's a
cat?
master thief who's left legendary tales all over Amphorius.
She's a cat.
So many years have passed, yet she's still announcing herself in such a crass manner. Let's just do as the slate says and look for Lady Cipher.
Letter from the Phantom Thief Cipher. Excellent. Dear Princess Homebody, walking through the busy garden, I discovered the remarkable gifts prepared by Princess Homebody. They are truly splendid and I am most impressed. I'm also taken with your charming presents prepared for the fellow crisis heirs. In your right parlor, I observed the beautiful felt dolls, the beige and lavender striped tapestry, the classic Idonian tripod table, and in the left parlor, the jewelry and exquisite art pieces meant as gifts. This time I've claimed only this modest gift. I fear it would attract tasteless little thieves, so I shall safeguard it for now. Naturally, I've left appropriate payment, a single coin. If the price displeases you, please feel free to negotiate its return. Though, should that happen, I won't be satisfied with merely one coin. Should you wish to find me, visit the Marmorial Market. There lies a golden short spear I've left. You know what to do, it shall guide you to me. And before you ask, I won't accept any questions. Please forgive this small intrusion and accept my highest regards. P.S. Who displays biological specimens at home? They're quite unsettling. You might want to store them away when entertaining guests. P.P.S. Despite your considerable investment in the Idonian Aldustry hanging in your parlor, I regret to inform you it's a fake. The original was craftily switched by those cunning scholars of the Grove and Epiphany. The full story can be found in the yet unpublished Memoirs of Serphia. Sincerely, Kitty Phantom Thief. To retrieve the gift and teach Kitty a Phantom Thief a lesson, you head to the market and find the short spear she left behind. Excellent. Bucky, my buddy.
Look, it's right there.
Okay, right, on that note, I'm gonna have to leave today's stream here, because Jesus Christ, that was so much to, like, take in. Like, Jesus! Why so much trauma? There's only so much I can handle. Honestly, this game should come with a bloody therapy warning, like they do with lads. Okay, right. On that note, let's see who we are going to raid. I'm not gonna lie, I genuinely don't know where to go, because I think most people I follow is offline by now, but I'm just logging into Twitch now. We shall see. Una momento. Actually, wait, let's have a look. Ufi might be online. Or Wonderland is, on. We might raid Wonderland? Because she's playing Raphael's birthday at the moment, so I feel like that'd be a good one to go to, maybe. Okay, right. We're gonna rate her then. I am gonna see you guys very, very shortly. I will post the things for next stream in the Discord shortly once the results from the poll come out. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Princess Smokey, thank you again for the raid today. Hope you're well, and I'll see all you guys some point next week. So thank you so much for being here and watching me cry. I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye.